The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Child Care Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kearneysville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Since opening in 2017, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates.
Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me, I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Buying or selling real estate? Katra Law is the local choice for real estate closings. In fact, we were honored to be chosen as the best of the best real estate closing attorneys for 2022 by the Martinsburg Journal. With offices conveniently located on Foxcroft Avenue in Martinsburg and South George Street in Charlestown, Katra Law proudly serves the Eastern Panhandle. Whether on the court, field, or in the classroom, we wish all of our student athletes a safe and successful.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Looking for better insurance coverage at a better rate, but you haven't been able to reach an actual person? Goosehead Insurance will help. Neil Powell is committed to helping you and the community get great coverage from a local agent who will answer your call. In Martinsburg, call Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance at 304-707-3549. He will customize a policy based on your needs. Call Neil Powell at Goosehead Insurance today, 304-707-3549.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Adkins, Sales and Finance Director at Opequon Motors of Martinsburg. Join myself and Home Team Sports TV as we lead the charge into the 2024-2025 high school football season, presented by the all-new GMC Hummer EV.
This vehicle is in demonstration mode, connected by OnStar's high-speed 4G connection. Press the blue OnStar button to learn more.
Opequon Motors of Martinsburg, 838 East Moeller Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia, 25401, or visit us on the web at www.opequonmotors.com.
Enclosures Unlimited is a family-owned and operated glass company that has been serving the Northern Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. areas since 1962.
From the first call to the day your glass is installed, we promise fast, knowledgeable, and friendly service. We are always happy to answer all your questions and work with you to design a space that is beautiful and functional. When you choose to work with us, we will treat you as family.
We can provide an estimate via email or schedule a free in-home measurement and design consultation. Please contact us to get started on your new shower enclosure or glass project today.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns, to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
And we are live at Vickers Field, where we have the homestanding Jefferson Cougars versus the visiting Spring Mills Cardinals. My name is Akeem Holmes, and you are welcome to year 4 of another edition of Panhandle Sports, which will have this ladies' regional softball action. I am joined by my co-host, Drew Pitzer. And, Drew, this is a great time to show some love and gratitude to our current sponsors.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, this is a great time to give a big shout-out to Petty Pest Control. You know, without them, obviously, this game wouldn't be possible. So, again, thank you, Petty Pest Control, for all y'all's pest needs. Please make sure to reach out to them. We really appreciate giving this opportunity today. We also want to give a shout-out to Catro Law, Ameritech Tire and Auto, R&L Landscapes, Enclosures Unlimited, Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance, Opeka Motors, call Jeremy Atkins, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Cheryl Yates of ERA Liberty, Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill, Cookies and Milk Daycare, True Performance Fitness, Brothers Ben's Blasting, VFW Post 3522, and Custom Fence and Deck. King?
And this will take us to our pregame keys to the game. For Spring Mills, the key to the game will be pitching. The Cardinals are led on the mound and at the plate by do-it-all star sophomore Taryn Close. The sophomore is leading the team with a batting average of .500 with 39 hits on 43 runs scored, 22 RBIs, 8 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run this season. On the mound, she has a 2.98 ERA, 3 wins, 1 losses, 72 strikeouts, and 61 innings of work. Junior first baseman Jocelyn Graham comes in leading the Cardinals with 7 home runs on the season and is one of 10 Cardinals that's batting above 300.
10 different players batting over 300 is crazy, Keem. But I think my keys for the game for Jefferson is they have to finish. This senior lady roster has so many stars, and especially on the mound with Becca Munslow. She comes in this contest batting .464, 32 hits, 22 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. On the mound, she has just a 1.22 ERA with 128 strikeouts with 63 and a 1/3 inning pitch. She is joined in this order by a variety of studs with Jersey Rummel, Brooke Allen, Chloe Cohen, and Grace Dotson help lead a blistering attack for the Cougars. Jefferson's 1 through 5 hitters come in with a total of 16 home runs, led by leadoff hitter Chloe Cohen with 6. Jefferson won the season 2-0 by winning the scores of 12-4 and 9-1. King?
And now we are at the beginning of the game. We have the sophomore Taryn Close going against Munslow, 1-0 count. Another ball high, it's 2-0. And Drew, one of the things I said coming in was actually Becca only had 18 walks the whole season, and she comes in a little amped up right now.
For sure, definitely a little high, a little out of order, but she'll definitely lock in. She kind of started a little slow against Washington as well, and she eventually dialed in. Once she gets going, you know she gets going, King.
And everyone knows who plays baseball, softball knows that typically that first walk in the inning, can actually come around and score at a pretty high percentage.
Yeah, you get somebody on first, man, it puts a lot of pressure. And there's a 4-pitch walk. So Munslow, definitely a little amped up, the senior. She's going to calm down. She'll definitely lock in. Again, this Jefferson team did beat these Spring Mills Cardinals by average about 8 runs. So, obviously they're the better team. But you never know when it comes to playoff time, Keen. They really have to lock in and make sure they handle business here tonight.
Well, especially as a pitcher, and your emotions are always high. With her being a senior, it's just sometimes, it takes a little bit of time to calm down. I wouldn't be shocked if, she throws a couple more balls if Joe just calls a timeout and Joe just calms it down a little bit. But she's a senior, and he trusts her. He knows that she'll get it locked back in.
Yeah, you can see she doesn't even seem to be rattled at all right now. Next pitch, and that's a good hit right there, but that is caught out in left field. So the runner will retreat back to first.
And what she did right there, she actually took a little bit of juice off of that pitch just to allow, some contact, get that swing, and now you'll probably see her dial it back up again.
For sure, and we saw, Wagner was just a little bit ahead of that right there. Good contact, just wasn't enough to get it, out past the left field.
And that ball was smoked, to be completely honest with you. But also what we saw right there is that ball started to tail a little bit.
Yep.
There's a pretty good wind that's blowing to the left right now. So let's see if that plays a part.
Yeah, we got
some airs.
About 7 to 10 mile per hour winds with some wind gusts up to about 20. So definitely wind could be an issue here this evening fielding.
And I think that's what Becca's saying right now is the ball's tailing a little bit to the outside. So let's see what kind of adjustments they make.
That's a good pitch right there from Munslow in the inside corner. We have a 1-1 count with 1 out and a runner on first.
We have number 19, Alexis Wagner.
No, Wagner just flew out. This is Chloe Munson.
Thank you, Drew.
And another swing right there. Great pitch. Now down pitcher's count, 1-2. So Munslow doing a great job of settling back in.
Let's see if she lets it loose this pitch right here.
Oh,
that's a beautiful pitch right there. That changeup, strike 3.
It's like, again, that pitch. She has that pitch, and it almost dives right at the plate. Does a really good job at decelerating, man. What a great changeup right there.
And now we'll have number 18, Sabrina Nutter, And, Drew, both of these pitchers today, I mean, obviously, you never look ahead. But, both of these pitchers have to, especially prepare themselves. If they're the aces of each team for what they could possibly face downstate is, you're going to go against the best 4 teams in the state.
Of course. Yep.
So this a blistering fastball is not enough. Seeing them mix those pitches up, they're actually in postseason form, and it's good to see.
So 0-2 count right here. There's that changeup, and that is strike 3.
Like a Munslow, she came back in, and that's what happens when you're a good strikeout pitcher. You can see that happen. So at the end of the top half of the first, we will have the Jefferson Cougars coming at the bat with a score of 0-0. This is Akeem Holmes, the Drew Pitcher, Home Team Sports TV.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Child Care Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kernersville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information,
and now we're back with the do-it-all leadoff hitter, home run leader, Chloe Cowan. Chloe a beast, man.
A little outside right there, King. First ball of the evening. So definitely, I think a huge key for Spring Mills as well is how well they field the ball. Obviously, you want to keep the ball in play, but if they make any errors, same what Washington did last week. They had 5 errors in that game. And we have to make sure that Spring Mills settles down and doesn't, beat themselves essentially, King.
And you're seeing something rare right now. You're seeing a left-handed softball pitcher right now.
Yeah.
It's a good pitch right there. Ooh. It's a good pitch. And you can tell that she's, Chloe's not your typical leadoff hitter. It's just like she has power and speed.
Yep.
So,
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, so it's just like, you just have to be careful with Chloe. But then you realize you have Jersey, Becca,
you got a lot of heat in
Grace.
This yeah.
It's just tough, man. Like this lineup is just tough.
So after a 4-pitch walk, back-to-back innings, the leadoff hitter gets a 4-pitch walk. We already have our first timeout here at the mound.
And to be honest with you, I don't understand simply because those pitches weren't far off.
No, they're right there.
And I think that she was just being a little bit careful with her. And what they have to realize is just just have to realize that, hey, listen, just let them settle in, just like Becca had to settle in.
Of course.
Now batting to shortstop, number 7, Jersey Rummel. One batter deep into the.
So definitely want to keep runners out of scoring position right here too. So if there's any way that they can try to keep them at bay, and you see Cohen definitely gets a large leadoff off of first.
And she's fast too, and we're playing on these smaller bases.
Oh man, she can fly though.
Oh, she can fly.
And fouled off.
So we have both pitchers had 5 balls to start the game.
Yep, exactly, man. It's a playoff game. This is huge. Obviously both these teams' seasons are on the line right here in this 3-game series. One of these guys or one of these girls' teams could be over as soon as tomorrow. So every pitch, every at bat, it matters, Keem.
Yeah. And I think, to be honest with you, there's actually more pressure on Jefferson.
Oh, another pass ball. Cohen could have went right there.
Yeah.
She is going.
Yeah, that wasn't smart right there. Yeah, that wasn't smart.
Yeah, that was a pass ball. Cohen had her head up right there. She would have easily got the third.
And that's just something that when you do get down the stage, you kind of, is she patting on her chest like, my bad.
Of course.
She wasn't locked in. But getting back to what I was saying is Jefferson's so senior laden, and even though they have a lot of young talent as well, it's hard to replace Chloe and Becca, Brooke, Grace. So I think it's just one of those situations as a Cougar fan, as this is probably their best chance to get that state championship.
Of course, I would agree.
So, they're going to probably have a little bit of pressure on them all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Spring Mills comes in here as the underdog. Nobody expects them to win this series. But, they're going to come out here and compete. They were 18-6 on the season, 5-5 in EPAC, obviously, very tough conference. But this team's definitely capable of winning this game. Jefferson has to stay on their toes.
And the difference that I'm seeing with Spring Mills is their catcher doesn't have their hit sets.
No, it doesn't. And foul back.
And see, that's where Jersey's a vet. That was too close to take, and she fouled that off.
Like you said, you can't go down just looking, man. You at least got to go down swinging.
And those are the worst. Like, you had to set 2 or 3 innings.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it.
That's worse, man.
I couldn't take it.
And that's a 4-pitch walk.
And Chloe will go to third, and Jersey will go to second.
And she's going to get tagged down. Oh, she got underneath it. Oh, nope. And we got one coming home. See, that was good base running right there. Obviously, she sacrificed herself, but the run ended up coming home with Cohen.
But see, the thing about it is, you actually have a chance to make it a harder inning. You have first and third.
It's so tough.
With Becca coming up, like you can have a big inning. You kind of ran yourself out of it right there. So I just don't feel like that was necessary. But I think that's something they always do consistently, especially when someone's on third.
Yep, of course.
And Spring Mills, they were smart. They just she said, hey, listen, give me the out.
Yep, of course. And they got the out right there. So you got one out, 1-0 game. If they could keep this to 1 right here, I think they'll take that as a win.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I believe for Spring Mills to win this game, they're going to have to find a way to get 9 or 10 runs because I think Jefferson's going to average about a run an inning. So 2-0.
It's 0-2. 2 strikes.
0-2, yep, you're correct.
And Munslow's not seeing the ball right now, and I don't know if maybe that sun glare is causing any issue.
That is a mean sun glare right there.
Yeah, because she's not seeing it right now. They're seeing it a little bit late.
Yeah, you see the sun just beaming down on us. I have sunglasses on, and I still have my eyes almost closed.
So right now, where the sun's at, I'm pretty sure it's affecting the batters. Because you can tell they're seeing the ball just slightly late.
Ooh, that hit a window, but hey, safe light repair, safe light replace.
You crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was. It didn't break though, so shout out. I believe that was a Tucson. Good contact right there. It's just going to curve foul. So Munslow just staying alive, just a little behind though.
See, Becca, that's my car's over there, Becca.
Yeah, mine is over there too. I'm tucked in between 2 bigger trucks, so I should be fine. I tell my wife all the time I got a little car, a little chicken nugget, so it can hide out pretty easily. So the 0-2 count. A little low right there.
That's a good changeup right there.
Yeah, it's a good pitch. Try to get her see if she can swing it to the dirt. Still have a couple more pitches to play with too as well.
1-2, 1 out. Cougars leading 1-0. Bottom half of the first inning.
And just muffed right there again. There's that error, and Munslow gets in.
But see what it is literally you don't want to set back right there. She actually played it on a bad hop. So.
And she kept it in front of her, which is fundamentally sound. But like you said, you got to attack the ball. You got that glove for a reason. Go up and scoop the ball. Instead, Munslow's on base, and still opportunity. You can turn 2 right here and get right out of this inning.
And Brooks powerful.
So we have Dotson up next. Munslow getting a really far lead off right there. You see, they were looking. They might try to pick her off if she does that again.
I'm just wondering if they're getting first pitch holds because she's throwing some pretty good first pitch strikes, and they've taken them.
That's popped up right in the air. Oh, the first baseman
wow.
falls, and that is.
She got lucky right there. But getting back to what we said before, I think that sun glare is definitely causing problems because they're not seeing the ball at all.
No, of course not. But I mean, I can tell you right now, it's hard for us to see the ball, and it's a yellow ball at that too. So it's the odds are not in Jefferson's favor right now.
No, so it could be one of those things where you actually see the offense pick up a little bit later in the game.
That's what I think. The next 10 minutes is probably going to be the worst. And
that ball smoked up the middle right there.
And Munslow is going to stay at second. So we got runners on first and second, one out. And now we have Dotson up, and we know all about Dotson's power and her ability. She always finds a way to hit the ball. She's going to find a way to make contact.
And after her, you have Savannah Smith, who actually hit that bomb last week to kind of open that game up. Really so Jefferson's dangerous, man. 1 through 9 for real.
Like you said, I mean, Spring Mills obviously they have 10 players with 300-plus averages, but you see how many people on this roster have over 400 averages. It's crazy.
And bombs too, like
straight
bombs.
Like
it's just
hitting dingers.
It's just different, man. And then it just goes to show just how much talent's in Jefferson County because Washington is definitely probably a top 5 team in the state as well.
I would agree. Yeah, that was an incredible matchup with Washington and Jefferson. Obviously, Washington got them first game, and Jefferson closed out in back-to-back wins. Still, they can't look past the Spring Mills team, but obviously have hopes to still somehow, win a state championship.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, your best player is a sophomore.
Yep.
She's pitching, she leads off. You have very few seniors.
Very young.
So Spring Mills is a team that's going to be hard to deal with going forward. And that ball is smoked.
And
that ball is smoked.
It stays in play, so it looks like we might get
probably
two
scored twice.
You see the play at the plate right there? And it's overthrown. And so we have a triple right there, stand-up triple. 3-0 game here just in the bottom of the first inning with just one out.
And Gracie laced that ball right there.
I mean, great contact. Like you said, she always finds a way to put the barrel on the ball.
And I actually thought that was going to be her first bomb, to be honest with you. It looked like it had a little carry to it.
I think that wind might have got a little bit.
The wind's blowing in a little bit.
Of course, it's blowing right at us, so it might have kept that because the way it sounded off the bat, you could typically tell. Okay, well that sounds like it might be out of here.
Yeah,
and I thought so too.
If the wind was blowing out, that was gone.
Ball one. So again, we got Savannah Smith up the bat,
and she definitely has home run power as well. That smoked. That ball is smoked.
And again, lost that in the sun. So we have one coming home.
She getting a triple. It's another triple.
Sliding in triple right there. 4-0. Still just one out here to go. And Spring Mills is in trouble, Keem.
It's tough, man. Like, unless you have that elite pitcher,
it's
they can just pop off, man. It's just different, and it's good for Taryn, to be completely honest with you, because it's going to make her better.
And it's how it works. I mean, iron sharpens iron. You can see, this is going to help you build, your pitches. Maybe add something, a couple different wrinkles into your throwing motion maybe next year. Mm-hmm. Just got to work on it every day. But I mean, again, still 4-0. A lot of time left to go. Can't count Spring Mills out yet.
Nah. And like I said, as a sophomore, man, that ball's going to get down.
Nope.
It's going to be caught. Let's see if she scores. That's a good throw right there. A little offline.
So we do get a sliding in. That is Savannah Smith, who comes all the way around.
Jefferson will lead 5-0.
And again, we're now at the 8th hitter right here with Ainsley Phillips. But if she can bat, she can go.
Oh, Ainsley has a lot of power.
Yeah,
we've seen last week what she could do.
She had a double and 2 singles last week. I mean, I think she was 3 for 4.
See, that first pitch right there, man. I always said did red first pitch.
Again, critical for Spring Mills to get out of this inning with no more damage. Already given up 5 runs, digging yourself a hole. They got to play excellent.
She smoked that ball right there, man.
And that was off the end of the barrel right there, too.
And see, the thing about it is, what makes it difficult is now, guess who's coming up next?
You got the top of the line.
Chloe's coming up next, man. Like this is crazy, man.
Yeah, definitely. You want to get this one out of the way right now.
Oh yeah. And you have the freshman coming up right now, Carolyn Abe. Oh, actually, it's Alyssa Darby. They don't have Carolyn starting today. Carolyn's not here. She's not on the.
That's Alyssa Dar, I believe.
Yeah, they don't have Carolyn. She batted 7th.
Yes, she did. Carolyn Abe. And we got one going second right there.
And you know what I've noticed from a couple of catchers over the last couple of games, they have that double clutch before the throw. And with this short of a distance,
you got to have one fluid, solid motion.
You're going to be in trouble.
And they're definitely testing her. That's 3 stolen bases already. Shoot, and that was blistering. It's unbelievable. You know, on first baseline, I'd be so nervous. I'd bring a portable, batting cage up.
Actually, you know, when you're actually a base coach, you actually start to learn. You know, you develop a little level of instinct.
Of course, you have to.
Kind of have fun, trying to see if you can actually get to some of the balls. It's a good pitch right there.
See, my ego would think I could catch a ball flying right at me.
I'm taking a shot.
Yeah,
I'm taking a couple shots. You know, but there's definitely some times where there's certain hitters that come up, and you're definitely on alert.
So the 2-2 count. We got a runner at second, and foul it off again. These Jefferson hitters are just staying alive, Keem.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-2 count.
That ball
Great
smoked.
Contact, and that's foul. Just on the foul line right there.
And then the baseball game is going on between the Jefferson Cougars and the Martinsburg Bulldogs in the bottom half of the 4th. You have the Bulldogs 4 and the Cougars 4. Jameer Brown's on the mound, 69 pitches, and a 1-2 count with a run on first base.
Yeah, definitely very interesting. Again, we got Washington Hedgesville playing as well, too. It's a winner-take-all game to have the opportunity to play either Martinsburg or Jefferson. Martinsburg and Jefferson are only in Game 1. Hedgesville and Washington are
actually, if Jefferson beats Martinsburg, they advance. They advance.
Yep, so they're in Game 2, excuse me. And
chop it back to the pitcher.
Oh, she just lost a vision of it. And she is safe, and we got one going too. I wouldn't have thrown that right there because now they're going to come home at the plate, and she's safe. So right there, a couple drop balls, bad fielding, and now we have another run at the plate, and now we're at the top of the lineup.
With Chloe coming up. And that Washington Hedgesville game is 0-0 the bottom half of the second. Ryan Kelly's on the mound for the Patriots.
Yeah, and we got McGill, who's also on the mound for Hedgesville tonight.
It looks like they're going to switch pitchers right now. And to be honest with you, I don't even look at this and see this as a turn problem. This is just Jefferson's different.
Yeah. And there's been a couple, mistakes, a couple errors too. But like you said, Jefferson 1 through 9 has just been smacking the ball around.
Yeah. So we will go to a commercial break. It's Keem Holmes and Drew Pitcher from Home Team Sports TV. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers.
Back, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Pitzer and Akeem Holmes here for Home Team Sports TV. Vickers Field, a 6-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning for the Jefferson Cougars. We had a pitching change.
We have Chloe Munson on the mound right now for the Spring Mills Cardinals.
So a very early pitching change. We saw, Taryn only got through, the first 2 outs of the inning. Obviously, they wanted to go in a different direction. And, again, I don't really feel like that was Taryn's fault necessarily. I just feel like, Jefferson, like you said, in the timeout, they're just a little different.
Yeah. And it's just, when you also have errors, like we've done Jefferson 3 games, right? And every single time a team's made an error, they made them pay.
Of course.
So
excellent base running.
Yeah, it's just you can't have those types of mistakes versus this Cougar lineup.
They have at least, I think, 3 steals, maybe 4 this inning. And good contact right
there. Can of corn to Taryn right now. And that would be the end of the inning right there.
So going into the top of the second inning, the Cougars currently have a 6-0 lead. We're going to hear a quick commercial break from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Sure. Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Since opening in 2017, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week, and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life.
Top of the second inning, Jefferson currently has a 6-0 lead. Drew Pitzer with Akeem Holmes. And Akeem, I think you want to give a couple more shout-outs out to our sponsors.
Yeah, we'll give a shout-out to Petty Pest Control, same-day service. Call 304-725-9997 for all your pest control needs. Thank you for you guys for sponsoring this broadcast and making this possible. I would also like to thank our new sponsor, Rasan Edwards at the A-Team Real Estate Agency. And you can find them at 91 Saratoga Drive in Charlestown, West Virginia.
For sure. And we also here at Home Team Sports want to give a shout-out to Jamari Robinson. Jamari, he does camera for us sometimes. Also be helping do a lot of the little things that you guys may not be able to see. Kind of going through some issues. We just want to give him our thoughts and prayers. All of us here at Home Team. Jamari, we're thinking about you, man.
We love you, bro.
And there's a strikeout right there.
And see, that's difficult right there, and that's tough, and it shows some of that senior leadership from Becca Munslow. Because when you have those big innings where you're sitting for like 15 minutes,
yeah, the arm gets cold.
Yeah, you kind of like lose a little bit of your rhythm, and she came back in and just blew her away.
Man, it's crazy. She's just got so much in her arsenal. You can just definitely tell she's got to be one of the best pitchers in the state.
I'm telling you, man, it would be fun if they had a powder puff softball game. Just to see if they could hit. You know what I'm saying?
No. Baseball players definitely have an ego where they think they could. I'm telling you, it's more difficult to hit a softball than a baseball.
It's simply because you're so close.
Yep.
You don't
have the time to react.
We transitioned out of Little League, at 12. So you're not used to that closeness.
No.
But even though, man, when you got people throwing 80, 90 miles an hour at you, it's different too, bro.
Yeah, like I said, they're both incredibly hard. I always look at baseball as one of the mentally hardest sports, just because the confidence, the ebbs and flows of the game, it just comes and it goes. Even the best hitters in the world aren't barely hitting over 300. That's 3 out of 10 times they're getting on base.
And this is Jocelyn Graham, and Jocelyn comes in, and she has 7 bombs on the season. I don't know if that is the most, because I know Chloe has 6, so I don't know if there's anyone on any other teams that have more, but I would pretty much think that she probably is the home run leader for the area.
I'd venture to say she's got to be no lower than 3. And the strikeout would drop the pitch, so now we have 2 out.
And I think the biggest thing with teams, and I think the biggest advantage that Washington has over some of these other teams as well, is they have elite pitching too.
Of course.
So when you see some of these other teams face Becca, they don't have the confidence.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying, that you see from the Washington team. And I think that's kind of what makes the games a little bit different.
Of course, I agree with you.
When you watch Washington, they're like, yo, listen, we've seen her before, and we can give her that smoke as well. You see some of these other kids kind of when she throws that first pitch, look like, oh my gosh.
It looked like, a couple batters ago, they're almost just swinging and hoping and praying.
Yeah, they just didn't have that level of confidence. So maybe as the game goes on, and they see her a little bit, that they will make that adjustment. But you could just tell that they're not used to seeing this level of pitching right now.
And like you said, the Spring Mills team, there's a reason why they're here in this Regional 2 playoff game.
For sure.
They're a very solid team. Like I said, there's levels, and you can see this Jefferson team with all their seniors. They've been there before, and experience really does matter, especially at this time in the season.
It does. It typically, you very rarely see, and I'm going to go ahead and Jaden Daniels. You typically rarely see somebody who could just get into the playoffs that first time and they're just a dog.
And like I said, they're different right there. And that's now a good pitch right there. 3-1 count. Munslow is definitely locked in after that first, at first batter. She's really settled down here, Keem.
Ball's high. And she will issue, I think that's the first walk I've actually seen from her.
Well, she had
the one earlier, right?
The very first batter, she had four pitch at bat.
And you don't want to see those walks where you actually don't even see the other person swing the bat once.
Yeah. Those are kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, because you don't even know, hey, could this even be a competitive at bat?
Up the bat now is Paige Holt.
That's a good pitch right there. She's actually cutting it a little bit.
Yeah, it dropped immediately, too. Yeah. 0-1 count. And
foul ball.
So she has to return back to first base, and now we're down 0-2.
And I tell you, man, one thing I can say I don't miss, my son playing baseball. Those are the best. You're more nervous than they are.
Yeah, of course.
Hoping to see them do good. But you go against somebody like Becca. I hope. Let's see. He stayed locked in with that camera right there.
Yeah, I was saying, I thought it was going to hit him.
Yeah, the trajectory looked real good. Crack his dome.
I know, man. I know. He was locked in, like I said. Hey, that's a good cameraman right there.
Yeah, man.
Was not worried about none of the elements.
And that's smoked. That might be gone.
I think it is. And we got one coming home.
Yeah, she smoked that.
I lost the ball in left field. I couldn't see it. I didn't know if it was going over or not. That sun is literally right there.
Yeah, she smoked that right there.
And obviously, that's a huge confidence builder for Spring Mills.
Yeah. Let them realize that, hey, man, we here as well.
Exactly. You got to come out here and play. They're playing with house money. 6-1 now.
And that was an 8-hole hitter, Paige Halton.
And her bat speed, the first 2 swings she had was really slow, and then she found it, finally figured it out. Got a nice little standing double right there.
Yeah, and once again, just like how Gracie's was, if the wind wasn't blowing in, that was gone.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a gust of wind right there too.
Yeah. We've seen two at bats where that wind has definitely kept the ball in play in the park.
So we have a 2-0 count. Yeah, that should have been gone. I mean, that sounded so good off the.
Oh, yeah, she smoked that ball, man. Yeah, that walk has come back to haunt her.
Yep. Now you're giving up 1. We got a quick timeout in the box.
It's just hard to stay focused that long.
We have another ball right there, so a 3-0 count. And Munslow, with only 19 walks all season, already has 2 tonight.
Yeah, she's she's taking a little bit right now to lock in, and that's what happens as well when you just have a little bit of time between the games.
Yep.
When did we do that, Washington? Was that last Monday?
Last Tuesday.
Last Monday or Tuesday? So they had like a week off?
Yeah, because we rained for, it felt like a year straight.
It did, man.
What a pitch right there.
Yeah.
And if she would have connected, that might have been gone, too. That was a beautiful swing.
Yeah, I'll tell you straight up. We need that rain, though. I need that pollen to go away.
Man, I didn't like seeing the Harpers Ferry River almost touching my yard, but nonetheless, that's
strike
okay.
Three.
Strike 3.
Look at it. She just walks off so smooth. And that will be the end of the top half of the second. This Home Team Sports TV. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Outdoor space, look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the bottom of the second inning, a 6-1 lead here by the Cougars. Drew Pitts with Keem Holmes, Home Team Sports TV. We got Munson back on the mound after early relief in the first inning. First pitch
smoked.
And that is
that's laced.
It's going to at least be a double. This could be a triple.
Yeah, it's gonna be a triple.
She's gone. Let's see if the ball will get there. Nope, she is safe.
And Jersey is Jersey.
We said that coming up. I mean, like I said, this 1 through 5 in this Jefferson lineup is absolutely insane. 432 combined batting averages. I don't think you understand, ladies and gentlemen. That is not normal.
No, it's not. And just the way that ball was hit's not normal. Like, it's just, my gosh, man. Like, these girls are really, really good.
Now
They're
we
really
have Munslow back up to bat. And I believe she was walked in the first inning, correct?
Yes, she was.
Ooh.
And that's a good pitch right there. That's a good changeup right there by Munson.
That had to be about 45 miles an hour right there.
Yeah.
Right.
And actually, she even had time to even readjust a little bit.
Exactly.
The way that ball died, like, she could have reset and swung again.
And you see Jefferson, they're almost taking every first pitch.
Yeah.
And that is going to be fouled off. So now we have an 0-2 count.
And I think the thing is, though, too, it's like you see with Munson, right? She actually starts with the ball in her glove, and then she just takes it out, and it just stays in that offhand. So you can actually kind of see
what she's about to throw.
Yeah.
Got to watch them laces.
That's smoked.
Great grab.
That's a really good play right there by the shortstop.
That's a good play to take the out. Obviously, you never want to give up a run, but you got the out right there. So now you have 1 out, and again, we have Brooke Allen up the bat.
And she played that like perfectly, to be honest with you, because how hard she hit the ball and on this dirt, she played that ball really aggressive. It could have took a bad hop.
It could have, and that could have been really bad news.
But you have face masks for a reason, so.
Of course.
That's a pop up. That can get down.
And they got to talk that out, and the left fielder comes in and snags it. So now we have 2 outs here in the inning. So Spring Hill's definitely settling down. Obviously, they gave up 1 this inning, but if they can get out of here with just that 1 run earned, maybe they can start building some confidence, try to put about 2 or 3 on the board next inning and get right back into this game.
But she actually played shallow right there because she wasn't playing so shallow, and that's dangerous for Brooke Allen. So actually worked out for them.
Yeah, it was good communication, too, in the outfield, calling that off.
Well, it's a lot easier to come in on a ball than it is for a shortstop to go backwards. So, I mean, she had a good jump. She read the ball very well. So, yeah, I think it was a great play. But obviously, the shortstop has precedence.
We see Dotson, obviously, she had, I believe, a triple in the first inning. And when she rocked it, like I said, that would have been out on most days.
Yeah.
The wind here has definitely died down a little bit, which is good. The sun, though, I think it's at its worst.
Yeah.
Once it drops over that tree line, I think it'll be a lot better evening.
And I think with Gracie as well, you're just realizing, like, she's playing her best ball right now. Like, she is locked in.
I mean, swinging confident. She is playing great. This last couple weeks, she's really been her best part of the season.
Yeah, for sure.
So we have a walk right there. So now we are back up to Savannah Smith.
And Savannah is someone who can hit the ball to the moon as well.
Again, it's almost like every hitter in this lineup is just as dangerous as the next.
Yeah, for sure. She has that uppercut swing as well.
I understand they're trying to take every first pitch. If I see a meatball like that, though, I don't know how I resist.
I think it's more so the coach knows their players.
Yep,
you know?
I completely understand.
Yeah, I always hate it. Like I hate it. I wanted to have aggressive mindset from the jump, and if you took that from me, that's a great play right there by Miss Nutter, and that's the end of the inning. And we've seen better defense right there by Spring Mills, and they actually had it was 1-run inning.
One run earned. So at the end of the second inning, we're about to go to the top of the third. The Jefferson Cougars have a 7-1 lead. We're going to hear a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Is the local choice for real estate closings. In fact, we were honored to be chosen as the best of the best real estate closing attorneys for 2022 by the Martinsburg Journal. With offices conveniently located on Foxcroft Avenue in Martinsburg and South George Street in Charlestown, Catro Law proudly serves the Eastern Panhandle. Whether on the court, field, or in the classroom, we wish all of our student athletes a safe and successful.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Looking for better insurance coverage at a better rate, but you haven't been able to reach an actual person? Goosehead Insurance will help. Neil Powell is committed to helping you and the community get great coverage from a local agent who will answer your call. In Martinsburg, call Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance at 304-707-3549. He will customize a policy based on your needs. Call Neil Powell at Goosehead Insurance today, 304-707-3549.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Adkins, Sales and Finance Director at Opequon Motors of Martinsburg. Join myself and Home Team Sports TV.
Drew Pitts and Rakeem Holmes with Home Team Sports TV. 7-1 here in the top of the third inning. And we want to apologize again, ladies and gentlemen, for the glare that you may be seeing. Hopefully the sun goes down here in a second. But, Keem, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Right now in the bottom of the fifth, we have the Jefferson Cougars leading the Martinsburg Bulldogs 5-4. And at the game in Hedgesville, we have the Hedgesville Eagles leading the Washington Patriots 2-0. Both of those games are winner-take-all right now. Well, actually, not winner-take-all for the Jefferson game.
Yeah, if Martinsburg wins this game this evening, they'll play again tomorrow for decisive game 3. So that is strike 2 right there. So an 0-2 count. The bottom order. And just stays alive. Just got a little piece of that. This is Allie Selby.
Actually, it's Taryn Close.
Oh, Taryn Close, you're right. So we are at the top of the order. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good eye right there.
When you get that 0-2 count, you have a little bit of room to play with. There's nothing you were going to be able to do unless you hit that ground ball down the line.
Of course, but as a sophomore, you're going to be a little swing happy.
Oh, they call a strikeout right there. I thought that might have been a little low, but nonetheless, the first out of the inning.
I think what it was is that she executed that pitch, the last pitch, so since she went and did it again, he kind of saw that her level of control was like, all right, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah, again, you don't want to go out, just looking.
Yeah, you got to foul it off, kind of like what Jersey did in the first inning. You just foul it off a little bit. Yeah, one out. And now you have your two-hole hitter, Alexis Wagner.
And like you said, Keems, it's critical for Spring Mills at least put 1 or 2 on the board here in this inning. Because you see Jefferson, I mean, they're a juggernaut. I would not be surprised to see Jefferson double the score they got right now, put 14, 15 runs. So you've got to be able to compete with that.
Well, I mean, Munson has come in for Spring Mills and, kind of threw a little bit of water on the fire. And I think that if you're a Spring Mills coach, we don't know what the rest of the game will bring. But if it does end up in a loss, and you can actually get this game to go 7, you probably come back tomorrow and you start Munson.
Yeah, a little bit more confident too. Obviously, like you said, Munson threw a little bit of water on the fire, but there's a lot of grease still right by. So they have a lot of work to do to try to get back into this game.
That's true facts.
Fouled off.
And they're actually starting to have some better swings.
Of course. They're making contact.
On right now. Yeah. So they're actually getting their timing down just a little bit. And I think, just like you said, it's the sun glare, was causing some issues early. And that's a good pitch right there.
And that going to fall right in the middle, and that is caught right there.
That's Jersey Rummel.
Good play by Jersey.
Shortstop.
Just so solid and consistent, too. I mean, that's what you look for out of it. Your shortstop supposed to be the best, really, fielder. Obviously, might not have the best arm, but the fact that you went out there and made that play and called that off, that's a great play from Rummel.
And I tell you this, the relationship to actually have your dad as a coach, and Joe's been amazing with these girls.
I agree.
From the time they were young, but to be able to say, hey, your last 4 years of your scholastic career before you go to college, and I think she's definitely a college level of talent.
Sure. She has to be.
Yeah, to spend it with your dad.
Yeah, of course.
And I think those are those memories that you're never going to forget.
Remember forever.
Yeah, it's just I've even enjoyed watching it.
Yep.
Just seeing
the family
aspects of it, or all these kids grow up, and you pray for them, and you just pray that they enjoy these times, because we know, Drew, how fast it went for us.
And
right?
10 years since I graduated, them 2 days. It's crazy,
yeah,
man.
You know how fast it goes, and these are some of the best times of your life, and we talk about it in our group chats and stuff like that. Just the memories that we have.
Of course, my dad coached me my whole life up, and during the time, I thought he was really tough, but I appreciate that now because it actually helped me Rummel with another great play there at short. So we will go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with a 7-1 lead here by Jefferson Cougars. We're going to take a quick commercial break, hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
I'm Jeremy Adkins, Sales and Finance Director at Opequon Motors of Martinsburg. Join myself and Home Team Sports TV as we lead the charge into the 2024-2025 high school football season, presented by the all-new GMC Hummer EV.
This vehicle is in demonstration mode, connected by OnStar's high-speed 4G connection. Press the blue OnStar button to learn more.
Opequon Motors of Martinsburg, 838 East Moeller Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia, 25401, or visit us on the web at www.opequonmotors.com.
Enclosures Unlimited is a family-owned and operated glass company that has been serving the Northern Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. areas since 1962.
From the first call to the day your glass is installed, we promise fast, knowledgeable, and friendly service. We are always happy to answer all your questions and work with you to design a space that is beautiful and functional. When you choose to work with us, we will treat you as family.
We can provide an estimate via email or schedule a free in-home measurement and design consultation. Please contact us to get started on your new shower enclosure or glass project today.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Pitts and Team Holmes with Home Team Sports TV. 7-1 game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We have Caroline Abe up to bat. So getting towards the bottom of this Jefferson lineup, and again, critical for Spring Mills to get out of this inning with no more damage earned.
Yeah, 7'8", and she was actually a 9-hole hitter, so she actually worked her way up in the lineup. That ball's at the gap. Shortstop with the play, strong arm.
And got her.
Oh, yeah.
What an arm right there.
Oh, yeah. That is a great play right there.
I thought she was going to beat it out for sure. I mean, she was 3 steps from the base whenever she threw it, and it was just a rifle.
Yeah, Alexis Wagner with the cannon. She threw the ball real well over there.
Yeah, no, that was right on target too. Great play. An extra little stretch from the first baseman as well too.
And again, Munson's come in and she's done real well.
Definitely settled down this Cardinals team. First pitch ball.
And I'll tell you what, that pitch right there looks real good right now.
It does. She's fine.
And I don't know if she throws that pitch to Chloe or somebody like that with a little bit of level of aggression. It's a little too slow for me.
It is. Yeah, that's what she did throw one to Munslow that, like I said, it was like 45, 50 miles an hour, and it was right down the middle of the plate.
You just have a lot of time to see that.
Yeah. Makes you think a little bit. That's what you want the batters to do in the box. You want them to overthink.
I smoked. Okay, Miss Nutter.
Right here.
Man.
I wouldn't throw that. I would just keep it.
Ooh, that's a great play by Miss Nutter right there. Sabrina Nutter scoops the ball. She throws a laser over there, and unfortunately it goes through her. It went through her glove, man. But I tell you what, Spring Mills' defense is legit.
Yeah, they're playing really well. Obviously, that was a little bit high. It went right at the tip of her glove. But, again, that was a great play, great throw. And again, errors going to happen, but they have to limit them. And good bunt right there. Just a little bit of small ball.
Great defense. I tell you what, man. Spring Mills, they're fundamental. And now you have Chloe Cowan come up.
And now you're top of the lineup, and this could be really dangerous. The play's at first. Obviously, you have 2 outs right here. If you can get outs hitting with nothing earned, I think that's a huge confidence booster for Spring Mills.
Yeah, and you're seeing fundamental defense. Obviously you had that error, but that play right there, she threw the bunt down. The second baseman came over and covered. Good pitch right there.
And she's consistently staying ahead in the count. And that's huge for a pitcher, not only for who you're facing, but confidence-wise, you're going to stay on your game.
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely finding her spots. I'm really impressed with Munson here this evening. Just a little bit outside, 1-1. And definitely Jefferson looking for a 2-out rally right here.
You have a 1-1 count.
And fouled off. Now a 1-2 count.
And she's living above the hands right there, and it's hard to get on top of that. So, and you're seeing, with baseball, 1 week you can see the ball and it looks like a beach ball, and then the next week, things can change. And
looks like a grain of
sand.
sand.
Yeah, and so, Chloe's, she's battling right now.
That's the beauty of being a good batter. A changeup. I figured that was coming.
And once again, like I said, it's just so slow.
And this is just an interesting at bat too. I mean, obviously, you don't really want to put it anywhere high for Chloe because she's definitely rifling it off. And great hit right there.
Right to Nutter. And that'll be the end of the inning.
So great defensive play there from Spring Mills. So we are going to the top of the 4th inning with a 7-1 lead by the Cougars. We're going to take a quick break here. A word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
Juwan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Come Parker, work Parker, work Parker, work, 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 work.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a pitching change here in the top half of the fourth inning with Jefferson currently up 7-1 right now.
We have Brooke Allen taking the mound. And I think it's one of those things, too, that you could tell that Joe has had a concerted effort to keep Becca's pitch count down so that she could be strong towards the end of the season.
Of course.
And with the 7-1 lead right now, he feels comfortable and confident that Brooke can come in and silence these bats as well. So let's see if that pays off. So we have Sabrina Nutter.
First pitch goes foul. It's another good contact right there. And it looks like we have Munslow moved to short. So trying to find Rummel.
Rummel's a second.
She went to second, okay. And where did Dotson go?
Dotson, she's still catcher.
Catcher right there. Okay, I see.
And they moved Maddie Clark to first base.
Okay, there we go. Now we got everybody right. That's a great pitch right there.
0-2 count.
So Allen coming here doing a great job of finding her spots already. 2 pitches, 2 strikes.
And in the bottom of the 6th inning at the baseball game, you have the Jefferson Cougars lead the Martinsburg Bulldogs 6-4.
And there's a pass ball right there.
And that will get her on.
So that's not what you want to do with an 0-2 count. And Jefferson really has to do a huge job of staying consistent right here. You got to get out of this inning. Try to keep this lead at 6, man.
And you're actually going through the heart of Spring Mills power lineup as well.
Of course.
And they have Graham coming up who has 7 home runs. So and we've seen them actually, their 8-hole hitter hit that bomb 2 innings ago. So.
And Washington has a capability to score and score fast. I mean, they put up 28 runs in a game this year, so they have the offensive ability. This game's far from over.
You mean Spring Mills?
Yep, they won 28-3 against Berkeley Springs back in early April, I believe. Again, not Jefferson, but still they have the ability to swing the bat and put up runs in a hurry. So 1-1 count right here.
It is starting to get a little chilly.
He had a goosebumps there for a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
A little wind, it's getting me.
1-1 count. We have Nutter, who actually struck out on first base. It's a good pitch right there. And what we see from Allen is she has some junk as well.
She also has some heat. I mean, like I said, I know she's not Munslow, but she's very capable.
And then having a conversation with her father as well, is they want her to pitch at Coppin State too. So.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit of a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. That pitch hung a little too high.
2-2 count. So Ashby Darlington. See if she can try to get on board here and really start putting pressure on this Jefferson Cougar.
And the pitch is low. And what they can afford is to get 2 people on, and make this a high pressure inning. When you make that drop strikeout right there, you kind of put a little bit more pressure on your pitcher.
They did. And not necessarily her fault, but it still can affect her confidence right there.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a ball.
And she's going to go.
Looks like that's a ball.
And she's going to stay right there.
Looks like it's ball 4 in my personal opinion, so that actually.
Yeah, it had to be. That was a pass.
Yeah. So you will have 2 on, no outs. And the power hitter for the Spring Mills Cardinals, Jocelyn Graham. And what Brooke needs right now is just, put the ball in play, get a little bit of contact, and just get it out.
Of course, I agree.
Ball high.
So definitely Jefferson still in firm control, but like I said, a swing of the bat, this could be a 3-run game. Oh, what a changeup right there.
Shoo! She pulled the table right there.
It looked like a fastball. Then I saw the laces. Like, oh, that's going to just stop.
Yeah. And you just need her to get into a rhythm right now. Just keep it flowing. You just want to see those pitches just come in. Like, let's go. Let's get on the mound and let's go.
And really, they want to generate some outs anyway, somehow, and just try to limit the damage.
That ball smoked.
And it's going to go right. Now, I would tag up right. Ooh, if you would have had good base running skills right there, I believe you could have got the third base. But obviously, with the sun and everything, and seeing how fast this ball is moving out here today, and didn't want to risk it. But now 1 out, still have 2 on board. They have to do something this inning, Keem. So first out recorded of the inning.
And now you have Talia King, the catcher.
And Paige Houghton right behind her. She's the one who had the triple. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position. And obviously, you know, if anything goes to outfield right here, I believe third has to go.
Yeah, and we'll get to see those arms right now.
The game's obviously we're moving to the later stages of the ball game. You know, you're in the top of the 4th inning. You got to have some way to get a couple runs here.
0-1 count.
What a pitch right
she
there.
She swung when the ball was in the mitt. So I'm not doing anything fancy right now. I'm bringing another fastball right down the gut.
I agree.
Same thing.
I wouldn't be surprised to see that changeup though. That changeup was pretty
Nah,
filthy.
you don't. When you see that, you don't even. You just want to see like, hey, can you catch
hit
up?
This? Yep. What I tell you?
There you go.
Well, actually, you can't.
It's safe.
You can't even advance on that play. So they should have just threw the ball back to the pitcher. You can't even advance.
Yeah, I agree. But now 7-2, and Spring Mill slowly starting to chip away at it after a 6-run outburst in the first inning from Jefferson.
And Jefferson has tacked on 3 more runs, leading 8-4 in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs.
Again, if Jefferson wins that game,
they will advance to play either Hedgesville or Washington next week.
Yep, the winner of tonight's ball game. You had the update on that Hedgesville-Washington game as well.
Right now, Hedgesville is leading. It was 2-0 the last I checked. 1 second. Hedgesville is leading 3-0 right now.
3-0 right here. And now it's 0-1 count with 2 outs. You got still a runner on second base, opportunity to add another run here this inning. And great fielding right there from the catcher to put her body in front of that, so you know obviously the runner couldn't advance from second. So 1-1 count, 2 outs here. We're in the top of the 4th inning here at Vickers Field. Jefferson in still control, 7-2. Keem Holmes, Drew Pitzer, Home Team Sports TV. We appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this Region 2 playoff matchup between Jefferson and Spring Mills. 1-1 count.
And what we're seeing from Brooke, though, is when her pitches are low, they actually come out low. You can actually kind of tell it's not going to be a strike from the beginning. So, you know, let's see what kind of adjustments she's going to make. But they're actually getting some good contact, and this is Miss Halton who actually sent that pitch for a ride on Munslow.
We got a foul off right there, so now we have a 2-2 count. I always hear that train around this time every night at my house. Always around 8 o'clock.
Good pitch right
great
there.
changeup, and that is going to be the end of the inning. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th with Jefferson in the lead 7-2. Here, a quick commercial break from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality. Our trusted local team is here to see
And
that
welcome
your
back, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Pitzer, Keem Holmes here at Vickers Field, home of the Cougars. They're up 7-2 right now in the bottom of the fourth inning. I want to take a quick moment to go back over our sponsorship. First of all, we want to thank to our title sponsor today, Petty Pest Control. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible. I want to shout out Catro Law, Ameritech Tire and Auto, R&L Landscapes and Closures Unlimited, Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance, Peckham Motors, call Jeremy Atkins, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Cheryl Yates of ERA Liberty, Benchwarmers Sports Bar and Grill, Cookies and Milk Daycare, True Performance Fitness, Brothers Ben Blasting, VFW 3522, and Custom Fence and Deck. Keen?
And we'll also give another shout out to Rasan Edwards at the A team.
First out here of the inning. And now you got Munslow back up the bat. Definitely another dangerous hitter here and right in the heart of this Jefferson lineup.
And I'm also going to give a birthday shout out to Jeremiah Brown.
Happy birthday.
Who actually does a couple games with home team on camera. So happy birthday to Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah is great for us. Always does work behind the scenes. We appreciate you, Jeremiah, and happy birthday, man. Good pitch right there. Just touched the outside corner. And you see Munson definitely in control. It's got to be either way. If they don't find a way to win this game, they have to have at least a little bit more confidence in Munson moving forward. A great hit right there. Just goes out the outstretched hands of third base. Munslow looks at second. Going to retreat back to first.
Well, if you're Spring Mills, Munson's come in and she's done really well.
Only giving up one run.
So.
And technically, the inning should have been over if it wasn't for that error at first.
So if you come back tomorrow, you got to feel confident that she can at least make it an effective, game where it's going to be, close.
Yeah, obviously, I think the optimal output is you would like to limit this Jefferson team underneath 5 runs to really give yourself a chance.
And they're getting far off, man. Luckily, she didn't take that shot right there. Cause
I thought she had it out.
I probably would have fired that down there and just made a play.
But I'm sure Washington, they had about 3 pass balls in the first inning. They're probably telling them to really relax unless you for sure have it. She took even a further step right there.
They're kind of baiting them to make that decision, and she's kind of a shorter first baseman as well, so that throw has to be
right there.
Perfect. So
right in the bread box.
3-0 count. And they're getting the dangerous territory right now where, you can have first and second with Dotson come up. And then you got Smith after that. So, you're getting to that point to where you're down, I want to say 8 after 5. That's the game. Good pitch right there. Perfect. Yeah, you pitch the contact right now. Right now, you want her to make that make that decision. Don't give her an easy pass.
And that's going to be a walk right there. Well, I thought she was about to deck her in the back of the helmet. So now we have Dotson back up with runners on first and second. A really critical time here for Spring Mills if they want any hope to come win this game. As we see the sun finally going behind the tree line back there. We can all see, we hope our viewers out there can now see. I knew that glare was absolutely horrible to start this game. Good first
pitch right there. Inside corner, there's really nothing you can do with that unless you get those hips turned quick. Slow those hips through. Then you can lace that down the line.
So 0-1 count. We still have 1 out. Runners on first and second. Good contact right there.
That ball smoked.
And good catch. And we're going to have Munslow tag up to go to third. Little pass ball. We got one going to second. I would say I would not throw that right there. We saw Munslow's ready to go. So now we have 2 runners in field position. Still no damage yet this inning. A huge at-bat right here with the opportunity maybe to drive in 2 or get out of this inning unscathed. And we're going to see a good timeout here from Spring Mills.
Yeah, I might put her on. I think I would put her on as well. I might put Savannah on. But I think what they're trying to do, they want to see if she actually went early.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if they think that she might have left early without tagging up. But they didn't appeal it, so
nope.
You know, but if I'm Spring Mills right now, I actually am considering putting Miss Smith on base and seeing if the freshman can make the play.
Again, that's dangerous territory. I mean, and I believe at this point you got to be aggressive, but obviously you take a look, you're right at the end of the heart of the lineup. So I think if you get down 2-0, you obviously put her on base, but I'd give her at least 1 or 2 pitches.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you.
But like you said, Smith's got power, and she's a great contact hitter too, so it's really pick your poison. Munson fouls it off, and now
I'm just saying, Smith can get these 2 runs in. She just has that pop in her bat. And, you know, you just put the freshman in a tough situation, you know, just to see, hey, listen, you know, are you ready for this moment? And she could. I mean, I know her family.
Very capable.
Her dad puts her in you know, in the best situations. She has a great family, so I wouldn't be shocked if Carolyn comes up and smokes the ball. That ball is that gonna get down? Yep, that ball's gonna get down.
Just dropped right in, and now we have.
But actually, it kept Brooke. I don't know why she stayed at second.
With 2 outs, you're supposed to go.
Yeah, like I don't understand that right there. But you know, that got 1 run in. I mean, right there, you might actually take a shot, see if she can throw you out.
So now we have an 8-2 game here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Pitch is high.
1-0 count. So we got Phillips on deck. Again, 2 outs right here. And Munson, you know, after that 6-run first inning, only has 2 earned here in the last 3 innings of pitching. Change up, just didn't get down to the zone. Now 2-0 here in this count.
And after this, Ansley Phillips is dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, so, man. That ball is fouled off. Yeah, you got to protect the elderly.
Right there.
You know, protect the elderly right there.
Yeah, the Spring Mills side doesn't look very phased at all. They see this constantly. I'm nervous back here behind the net, Keen.
Yeah, you know. Instincts.
Another foul ball.
2-2 count.
So again, 8-2 game still. Obviously, you know, a 6-run lead, a lot to come back with. You know, only 9 outs left to go in this game. But like I said, Spring Mills can definitely still compete and make this a game. They can get out of this inning right here.
Inside.
So 3-2 count. We have a full count here. 2 outs. We got runners on first and second.
The payoff pitch.
Again, we have Phillips on deck. Again, ladies and gentlemen, after the 5th inning of play, if it's an 8-0 lead, and that's going to be in.
That's in play right there.
That could be 2.
And what did we just say? Carolyn came up, and she came up big. I'm a freshman, and I want the smoke.
And now it's 10-2 game. So if Washington doesn't put anything on in the top of the 5th
Spring
inning.
Mills, buddy, bro.
Oh, I said Washington. Excuse me. I apologize. Spring Mills, if they don't put anything on in this top of the 5th inning, the game will be over.
And we have a final. The Jefferson Cougars have dispatched the Martinsburg Bulldogs 8-4. That will send them to the regional finals versus either the Hedgesville Eagles or the Washington Patriots.
And, man, Martinsburg had a really good season last year, 30-3.
That's smoked.
Good contact, and we're definitely going to have another run coming in. This could be a triple. To come in right here. And she's
and Ansley Phillips with the triple.
Very timely hitting.
And what did we say about Ansley, bro?
Great hitter.
Told you, man.
That's what I'm saying, 1 through 9. Like I said, she is batting 8th in this lineup.
Yeah, man. And, you know, for Joe to have all this at his disposal, man, listen.
It looks like we're going to have a lineup change right here.
Give me a job. Give me a job. I'll be on the staff. Don't give me a state championship.
Man, it'd be nice to have, man. I ain't never get one of those.
Yeah, man. It's just one of those things where it's like, hey, man, let's go for it. And we have Parker Hozabri. I do apologize to Parker's parents if I say your name wrong.
Hozabri? I feel like that's how you would say it.
Yeah, Parker Hozabri.
If it isn't, we would love to correct ourselves.
Oh, we'll get it right before this broadcast is over.
It's really hard for these walk-up songs for me to not sing, but I don't want to give our viewers.
Yeah, we had it right.
There it was.
Parker Hozabri.
And, all right, first, she got tagged out. There we go. So at the end of the fourth inning, we're going to the top of the fifth. Jefferson has an 11-2 lead over the Spring Mills Cardinals. We're going to hear a quick word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Child Care Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kearneysville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Transform your yard with custom fence and deck, where elegance meets function. Serving Martinsburg and surrounding areas for over 30 years, our expertly crafted decks and fences offer both beauty and protection. From classic woodwork to modern vinyl, experience the craftsmanship that truly elevates your space.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle with True Performance Fitness. I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we
back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the top of the fifth inning with the Cougars with 11-2 lead. Washington will need to at least get 2 runs on the board for this game to continue. I'm your host, Drew Pitcher. My co-host, Keem Holmes. Keem?
What's up, man? So we have Mrs. Allie Selby with the first pitch, and our camera woman, Journey Roble. She flips a little bit. Journey, there is a net.
Hey, but that's good reflexes, though. Hey, she Journey, the all state athlete, state champion.
State champion right here. We can't have her get injured.
Nah, we need her.
We don't need Washington's coaches coming at us, losing that star player. 1-0 count. The ball's hit to Munslow. She throws a rocket over there, and that is an out.
Great play there from Munslow.
Becca Munslow!
And we were concerned, coming, when they made that change to Allen, we were like, man, it was only a 6-2 game or a 6-0 game at that point, and obviously it's definitely paid off. You got to save Munslow a little bit, and she just made a tremendous play there at short.
And Brooke's legit too. So.
Yeah, Brooke is, like you said.
And we haven't even seen Jersey yet. Nope. Jersey throws that thing too, bro. So
could see her again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. And we will have the sophomore turn close.
So back at the top of the lineup. And that's the exact reaction I would have had right there, Keem. If I had a ball flying at me like that, I'm running.
Man, look at Joe. Joe's just chilling, bro. That's how he's supposed to be right there.
Man, well, that raised my blood pressure. I'm all the way over here. So 1 down here in the top of the fifth. 0-1 count.
Just misses outside, 1-1. That's actually a good pitch right there. Will 1 count? Ooh, man, that was beautiful right there.
The pitch is just sitting at the plate. It really dies there. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Tremendous
right there.
Control.
That pitch was beautiful right there.
For Jefferson to have really 3,
you need that at States.
Options. Yeah,
you need that at States. She wants the ball high. Yeah, Taryn, and she didn't bite.
Still 2-2 count right here.
As a lefty, they like the balls low.
Yep. Taryn definitely has a nice swing, too.
For sure. Two count. Ball low and outside. 3-2.
Full count right
This
here.
is what a leadoff hitter does. Let's see if Taryn can, see if he can get on base.
Let's see if they can rally the troops right here. Again, they need to have at least 2 runs or this game is all but over.
I always, root for like the younger kids, especially when they're playing on varsity. You always have a level of, respect.
Of course.
That they have that ability.
So good walk right there. Worked the count full and ended up getting on base.
And let's see if they have a level of aggression on the base paths, trying to manufacture a couple of runs. And she had an 0-2 count right there. 4 straight balls led to that walk.
That just would have dropped a little bit more right there. That would have been a tremendous pitch as well.
And I think that she feels a little bit more confident with that drop ball than she is with her fastball right now.
I agree.
Joe kind of, seen that pitch was a little bit more consistent in the zone and wanted to get that first pitch strike.
Yeah, she's throwing out about 60% of the time right now.
Yeah, and she's struggling with her fastball right now.
And that's an opportunity. Just I'd go 1. Yep.
And with Rummel, she's going to make the smart play. And, there's two outs.
And it plays at first right here. So Washington down to their last out.
Let's see if Allen can get this last out or if Munson can extend this game. First pitch strike. 0-1. One pitch. Low and inside. 1-1.
And we got to commend Spring Mills. I mean, they definitely are battling. Obviously coming down, being down 6-0 before the first inning's even over, and still continuing to compete. And they've had opportunities. Jefferson's just really done a good job, senior late in closing out innings.
Yeah, it just puts a lot of pressure on you with this lineup. That's a good pitch right there.
So 1-2. So our Spring Mills down to their last strike.
That's a good pitch right there.
That was a tremendous pitch.
1-2. 2 outs. Allen to the plate. Strike three. And that will be the end of the game. And Jefferson is 1 step away from advancing to the state championship. We will take a quick commercial break and we'll come back with our players of the game. Jersey Rummel.
True Performance Fitness, I'm one of the owners here. True Performance Fitness as a whole, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. We have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Since opening in 2017, we have been the local hangout spot to watch a game and meet up with family and friends. With over 15 TVs, there isn't a bad seat in the house. We have arcade games, including the world's largest Pac-Man, 2 pool tables, and more, serving a full food menu ranging from appetizers to steak dinners, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week and later on weekends. Daily drink and food specials, and of course, happy hour from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Come on out to Benchwarmer Sports Bar and Grill.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Pitzer with Home Team Sports TV, joined by the Home Team Sports TV player of the game, Jersey Rumble. Jersey, tremendous effort out there today as you guys went up 1-0 here in the series. What was the aspect that allowed you guys to come out here and build that early 6-0 lead?
We're really like a one at a time team.
Right.
We come out 1 inning at a time and just go after it as much as we can.
For sure, and like you said, 1 through 9, you guys are so deep. Your 1 through 5 hitters are averaging .432. What's it going to take to get past this Spring Mills team and hopefully, compete for a state championship?
Just hit the ball.
Just hit the ball. I love how simple you are. That's that's tremendous. That's a good mindset. So coming in tomorrow, obviously, you got Becca a little bit of time off the mound right there. You saw Brooke come in and do a great job in relief. You guys have about 3 different starters that can go out there and really handle business. You being along with them. What's it going to take tomorrow to close out the deal so you don't have to go to a decisive game 3?
Just play our game and go after them as much as we can.
For sure, for sure. And again, ladies and gentlemen, that is our Home Team Sports player of the game, Jersey Rumble. She had a tremendous game here today. We're going to talk with the other 4 seniors here. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. Hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have over 350 new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Drew Pitzer with Home Team Sports TV. We got all of our Jefferson seniors over here. We have Gracie Dotson, had another tremendous game out here. And Gracie, how do you feel going up 1-0 in this series?
I think this is something we really needed. We didn't want to have to come back and do another 3 games. I think this is really what we needed as a team, just to go out there and put the ball in play and have a good, consistent defense.
For sure, and like you said, I was speaking with Jersey, and 1 through 9, you guys are absolutely phenomenal. There's not a real hole in y'all's lineup. Coming out in Game 2 tomorrow to finish it, what do you think is the biggest plan of attack for you guys?
I think just solid defense, backing up our pitchers, and just keeping the ball on the ground. We don't really need to put the ball in the air. The wind's blowing. That's giving them easy outs. For sure, and I agree. Like you said, playing with that wind, there's a couple shots that you guys had. I thought that was going to be gone, but the wind and the sun definitely played a factor. Obviously, you guys want to come out there and take care of business tomorrow. But what is the biggest thing that you guys need to work on to make sure you can eliminate some of those mistakes that you guys given up today? In warm-ups, we're sloppy in warm-ups. We take everything slow. I think if we improve our warm-ups, I think we'll improve more in the game.
For sure, and we really appreciate you. Thank you, Gracie, for joining us. And Becca, if you want to go ahead and hop on here real quick, too. What's up, Becca? Congratulations again, going up 1-0. Had a tremendous output on the mound, and you really are starting to find your spot, and obviously you got a little bit of relief here today from Brooke. How did that feel to come out here and dominate, really start to finish?
It felt good. It was definitely not expected for this game, but I definitely did good.
Again, like you said, you did phenomenal out there. Made a couple good plays at short as well. Again, what is your biggest key tomorrow to come out victorious and end this series?
I think our attitudes and effort definitely need to be more there tomorrow than today, and we need to just keep the energy up and just go out big.
For sure, for sure. And the last question for you, obviously, your ultimate goal is to win a state championship, but what do you guys have to improve on to make sure you can accomplish that goal?
Consistently hitting, definitely, and just the little mistakes in the field and just getting those done, and then we'll be fine. For sure,
for sure. And we really appreciate you, the stud pitcher and shortstop here for Jefferson. Again, congratulations. Good luck tomorrow. And if you want to go ahead and come up here, Brooke.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. And again, now we have Brooke Allen up here who came in for relief for Becca. Brooke, how did it feel to get out there on the mound? And really, you found yourself right away.
It felt good. I've been working on my craft, so I was just making sure that everything I put my work into, all the hard work, I make sure I put it on the mound to show that I can do.
For sure, and you can definitely tell. Not only you are very fundamentally sound, the whole crew is very fundamentally sound. I kind of look at you more of like a utility knife. You can do almost everything out there. Where do you see yourself not only at this level, but going and playing at the next level? How do you see yourself playing, and where are you going to play at?
I see myself pitching, honestly. Well, I got recruited for pitching, so I believe I'm going to do the most. And then playing a little bit of first base here and there if I need to.
Okay, perfect. And going into tomorrow, what is the biggest key for you guys to pull out here and come and be victorious?
I think the key for us is that we need to attack early, so make sure that we have clean defense and make sure that we help our pitcher out as much as we can, and then also at the plate to make sure we attack for strikes and not get behind in the count and hit the pitcher's pitch.
For sure. And we want to congratulate you again and say good luck tomorrow, and we'll go ahead and bring Chloe up here as well. Okay. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my wife texted. Okay, so Chloe, again, great game out there today. Being a senior, going up 1-0, I know it's huge for you. How are you guys going to close out tomorrow?
We're just going to keep our heads up. We're going to stay pumped, not get down, and just do what we do best.
For sure. And, obviously going in tomorrow, playing with a team that's basically playing with house money, how are you guys going to come out here and try to build, again, like a 6-0 lead that you guys came out here and started off so fast?
Yeah, well, we started up. We were hyped. We were just ready. After last week, we're on a high right now.
Right, of course.
We're pumped.
Yeah, I get it. For sure, and this will be the last question for you. Obviously, you guys want to win a state championship. Where's one area that you guys can improve to make sure you can accomplish that goal?
Staying aggressive. I'd say we watch a lot of good strikes.
Definitely. Let a lot of the first ones go.
A lot of good first strikes. We're a little picky. But I'd say if we just jump on it, then we're set.
For sure. And, again, we want to congratulate you and good luck tomorrow and make sure you guys go take care of business, okay?
Thank you.
Go ahead, come on. Huh? Okay, Parker Hosabri. That was the name? Okay, Parker. Okay, there we go. And Parker Hosabri up here joining us, and we thought we messed your name up there in the cast, but we actually got it right. Parker, you did a great job coming in and doing some things out here today. What is your goal, going forward? How do you guys going to make sure you take care of business tomorrow?
Just making sure our attitudes are always good and up, and lifting each other up, not getting down if someone makes a mistake, and keeping each other up as a team.
For sure, and like you said, you guys have such a deep senior class. And it looks like the camaraderie between you all is terrific. Again, you want to come out and take care of business tomorrow. But what's one area that you guys can improve on to clean up some of your all's mistakes?
I think kind of what I just said, like keeping each other up, because sometimes if one person gets down, it kind of brings everyone down. But keeping the whole team up and attitudes up and everything would be good.
For sure, and like you said, tomorrow might be your last time ever playing here at Vickers Field. What is one memory that you really cherish from playing here?
The other day I had a diving catch right in right field. That was a pretty good memory.
For sure, I guarantee nothing better than a diving catch in the ESPN Top 10. Da-da-da. And again, we want to say congratulations. Good luck tomorrow. Make sure you guys go take care of business. We will be back with you guys. We don't know if we'll be coming here tomorrow. We'll keep you updated on Facebook or on our YouTube feeds. So check us out. Thank you for watching Home Team Sports TV. Drew Pitzer with Keem Holmes. You guys have a great day. We love you. See you maybe tomorrow.